I remember the first time we sat down together, it was in a rehearsal studio that we were sharing. He was playing guitars for a band, and I was playing keyboards in another band. So we were just friends because we shared rehearsal space, and it was a large group of friends, two bands. And so I remember him sitting down, and he started playing something on an acoustic guitar or whatever on guitar, but not plugged in any. And he started singing something, and I started singing with him, and we immediately noticed that our two voices had this really incredible harmonic resonance together, that it was a unique combination of sounds. And what I remember appreciating about him was he was like so serious about music. He was like 16, I think, at the time. And like, because the rest of the bands, they like to party, they like living the musician's lifestyle, really. But none of them, I could probably say none of them ended up in music, ultimately. But I saw that seriousness in him and I liked it. I was serious as well at that point. And and so we got along, and we started collaborating on music, playing each other music. Like a lot of it is like, oh, have you heard Tom Waits? No, let's listen to him, that kind of thing. And just kind of really feeling vibes, and then starting to play together slowly, sing together, that kind of thing. But it's our voices, the way that our voices, are completely different, but harmonize so well with each other that we notice, wow, this is pretty amazing. Like it's unique. What changed in the dynamic is basically years of time and the progression of the band, the success of the band, everything that happened in between the day that we met and now, basically. So 25, 30 years. A lot changes in that time. Um, and uh, you know, and so I think that's a part of it. I think Darren's always, like I said earlier, he's been a lifer and he's incredibly serious about his music, and he's incredibly protective of his music and vulnerable due to his music. All of those things kind of go together. So it's those things, I think, that created some of the creative differences that we started finding. And it's also our progression. Listen, when Darren and I started working together, I didn't really write a lot of instrumental music. I mostly wrote lyrics. I was the lyricist, I was the singer. And he didn't write any lyrics, he just wrote music. But as time progressed and I played more musical instruments and I started becoming a songwriter, composer, and he started writing more lyrics, it kind of, we started kind of covering each other's territory. And I was okay with that, because if he wrote lyrics, I was trying to encourage him to write more. Because I believe in artistic growth. I believe in progression. I don't believe in things staying the same way, because for music's sake, otherwise the music becomes the same thing over and over again. That progression is necessary in every artist's life or in every group's life. So I was very encouraging of that. And I just wish that I got some of that back, right? And so that wasn't the case. And it was disappointing, and it became a creative difference over the band's path and whatnot over time. A lot of it has been publicized in a very sensationalist format by media, music media mostly, and I kind of wanted it to put it in a proper perspective and grounding perspective, but with love and with balance and understanding that these things happen. This is normal. You have a relationship, and you have differences in opinion as how you want to go forward, whether it's a band or a marriage or whatever it is. And these things happen. And so I wanted to take that aspect out. I wanted to take the sensationalist aspect out of the whole thing and be like, this is not only what happened, but this is how I see things.